Hola there, my beautiful friends. Welcome back to another What I Eat in a Week video. I always try to share the reality of my life and food, and in that is letting go of perfectionism. I try my best to fuel myself with nourishing whole foods, but give myself grace on days that just consist of snacks. So without further ado, let's get into it. Hello and welcome to my life where I live out of my car and I kind of like it that way. Although some of you may be shocked to hear this fact, yes, it has an end date. This is not a forever thing, but for now, I have a tiny little cooler and not a beautiful kitchen to cook in all of the time. But with that said, I still try my best to nourish myself with whole foods, so here we are, going for a little grocery shop and collecting all of the things that we need to make a few meals with. But as you saw, I started my day off with some AG1 and a delicious granola bar. The link and the code are down below for you to try some out. I had another one of those granola bars because gathering all of the ingredients I needed to pick up on this morning was just taking longer than my stomach would have liked. But once I settled up in this beautiful lighting under some trees and the sun was just pouring through, it was freaking gorgeous. I threw some oats into a bowl along with some berry protein powder from Sprout Living, some maca powder, topping that off with some coconut yogurt, pumpkin seeds, walnuts, coconut chips, and some fresh raspberries as well. This was like an overnight oats type deal. I let the oats and the soy milk and water and protein powder and all of the things sit for about 10 minutes before I topped it with my toppings, but you can make a massive batch of this and have it for the whole week. I personally would get a little bit bored of that, but if you like consistency, then that is available to you. Overnight oats, we have all heard of them. We all know about them. They're kind of overrated, but here we are making something with one of the 1,000 cans of chickpeas that I have, and I don't even really like chickpeas very much. I don't know why I keep buying them and why I think I'm out of them all of the time, and I need a can of chickpeas. They're kind of dry to me. They make me fart, to be 100 and completely honest. If you want to hang out with me, don't feed me chickpeas. But because I'm alone right now in the forest, it doesn't really matter. Anyways, recipe for this was super simple. It took me about 10 minutes to throw the sandwich together, and you can play around the spices that I put in the chickpeas to make it unique to you and your spicy level preference, but recipe down in the description box for you on that one. You may be wondering, why the hell are you cutting not on a cutting board? And it's because I forgot my cutting board at my old place, and it was a stupid mistake, and I'll try not to do it again. But hey, wooden table, it's all good. I really just care about my knives, not the wood, and to cut on anything other than wood with your knife is just insanity to me. Do not cut on glass or ceramic, although sometimes I cut a sandwich on my plate, but hey, no one's perfect. Anyways, this recipe, frying up tofu. We're seasoning our tofu with a whole lime's juice. Yes, we love acidity here. Good amount of chipotle powder and some agave syrup. So we got sweet, we got spicy, we got tangy. All of my favorite elements of a dish. In this slaw type thing, we just sliced up some carrots, added some kale, cilantro, jalapeno, jalapeno, as I like to call it. Seasoned it with onion powder, salt, lime juice, and some vegan mayo. These were super simple tacos that just absolutely hit the spot. There's a couple things that I would do differently and or add to it in the future. I'll say that in a hot second, but I want to mention that the band that's playing right now is my friend's band, Surfhat. Freaking love these guys. They're absolutely incredible. Go check them out on everywhere you listen to music. I'll link them down below for you guys, and I'm sure you're gonna freaking love them. I've seen them like 4 times now live in the last like month because I'm obsessed and they're my BFFs now.
All right, let's do a little taste test. I think some guacamole with some crispy onion bits on top would be absolutely fantastic. It would level it up so much. But still, so good.
To me, there's something so magical about being able to make food in nature and enjoy it with these fantastic views. Mountains to me have so much wisdom, and I feel their energy just radiating in the space around me. And I feel like I'm able to soak in that wisdom, sit in that wisdom, and grow because of it. They ground me and nourish my soul and my eyes. On less of a spiritual note, though, I had a third taco and it was freaking incredible.
A massive thank you to Typology for sponsoring today's video. I've actually never had a skincare company sponsor one of my videos before because to me, simplicity is key when it comes to ingredients, and it's hard to find brands that share those same values. But since I heard about Typology and did some research, I was happily surprised to see that the values that they preach are actually reflected in the products they make. So Typology is a French skincare company created in Paris, and all of their products are still made within France. They create vegan, cruelty-free products that look at taking away ingredients instead of adding them in. Now let me tell you why it's important that their products are made within France, because I recently found out this information during my travels throughout Europe, and it's kind of shocking. The UN bans over 1,300 ingredients from going into skincare products versus the US, which is a significantly smaller list of banned products. But Typology takes it a step further by blacklisting within their company certain ingredients that are known to be harmful to the environment and to you. I think most of us can relate to not knowing what products are going to be right for us, and I personally hate making decisions and doing the things to help me get to the point of making the right decision for myself. Luckily, they have a diagnostic test that you can take for free, and it only takes about 4 minutes to complete, so you have no excuses there. And they will prescribe you an AM and PM routine, and you can retake the test several times a year because we all know our skin changes with the seasons. Now I gotta throw it out there, the packaging in the bottles are extremely aesthetically pleasing, but they have a purpose. The flat square bottles allow more product to fit into smaller package, thus lowering the carbon footprint of shipping. And the tubes are made of aluminum, which can be recycled many times without losing quality. Now with all of that great news of the company, I also have to say I love the way the products make my skin feel. I've never had very troubled skin or acne prone skin, but I do have sensitive skin and dry skin, and I think that's where the philosophy of less ingredients is better for me came from. So because of my sensitive skin, I've shied away from many products in fear, but Typology, all of the products I've tried anyways, have been absolutely amazing and have made my skin feel soothed, refreshed, light, and well taken care of. I've especially loved their cleanser because I've struggled to find one that doesn't dry out my skin but also feels like it's still cleaning my skin. The Radiance Serum has also been fantastic for me. I feel like it's soaking into my skin and making me glow. And I've also loved their antioxidant rich moisturizer with lavender extract. I feel so bougie every time I put it on. But if you'd like to try out Typology, I highly recommend them. Click the link down in my description box, and when you spend $40, you will get a free peeling serum. Editing Julia here. The brand let me know that instead of the peeling serum, when you spend $40, you're going to get a free plumping and firming complex. But that's all I gotta say, so let's get back to it. So click my link, get something for free, and take the diagnostic test to figure out what's best for you. Thank you so much to Typology for sponsoring today's video and also nourishing my skin.
Good morning. If you watched my last video, you may recognize this footage. It was part of a Matcha.com ad, but this is what I ate on this day. I whisked together my new favorite, Matcha by them, their masala chai. I grabbed some ice from my cooler, threw it into a glass along with some soy milk and agave, poured the matcha masala chai on top of that, and mwah, frickin' beautiful. It's floral, a little bit spicy, but like not, there's ginger in it, so you know the vibe. Freaking fantastic, especially when you're drinking it on a beautiful lake, sitting on a dock, surrounded by trees, turquoise water, soaking up the sun. Go outside today, my friends. Soak up the sun. It is so powerful and magical for your mental health. In the wintertime, I get depressed because the sun is not shining on my skin. I'm not soaking it through my eyes, and yeah, it makes me a little sad. So in the summertime, I try my best to soak it up as much as I possibly can, and being outside car camping, for instance, forces me to embrace it in its fullest. But anyways, I made a matcha coconut yogurt bowl with all of my favorite toppings, and then we moved on with our day. I munched on another granola bar, headed over to my old place, and then I had some leftover tomato sauce and noodles that I had to eat up, so I had a big bowl of those. Did a couple chores, errands, picked up a couple things, and then headed to a coffee shop and got a iced coffee because I could not help myself. It was a hot day, and iced coffee, you know where it's at, you know what I'm saying. I then ordered a vegan Reuben sandwich. It has smoked tofu on it, vegan cheese, and beets. I weirdly have a sensitivity to beets. I had a funny allergic reaction to them when I was like 18 years old, but as time has gone on, I've tried to slowly incorporate them into my diet to strengthen my immune system towards them again, but the body's a weird thing. So I didn't have a problem with the sandwich, but I definitely would if I ate a massive amount of beets. And now we're on to dinner over at Natalie's house.
Yo, ginger, ginger, ginger.
This is all I got.
Ginger.
Nice.
Ginger, ginger, ginger. Why are we so stoked on ginger?
You know that vibe when you're just so stoked on ginger? Started off today's meal with frying up some onion, ginger, and garlic, super chopped up small. That's what I'm saying. I also crumbled in a block of tofu, added some carrot and zucchini, seasoned all of that with some salt, and then we got our spices in there, some curry powder, cumin powder, garam masala, let that warm up in the pan for a hot minute before adding a can of coconut milk and a couple tablespoons worth of tomato paste. Adding some more spices because you gotta taste as you go, and sometimes you just don't add enough on the first time. I also felt the need to add some acidity and some sugar to this, so I added some brown sugar and half of a lime's juice. I then massaged some kale and then plated up some rice that Natalie made. Natalie's task was making the rice. She always makes fun of herself for not being a good cook, and I teach her things every time we cook together, and it's freaking adorable. But hey, we're always laughing our freaking asses off when we're together, and I just appreciate to have a wonderful friend that supports me and appreciates me, and I don't care if any of my friends have any of the same skills that I have, because they have skills that I also don't have. We can learn something from everybody. Again, the song playing is my friend's band, so definitely go check them out. Surfhat. Love you guys. Speaking of which, I've created more community and friendship in the last 8 months of my life than I feel like I ever have my whole life. If you have a feeling, a nudge to go somewhere and do something and explore and find yourself in a different situation, take that opportunity, my friend. I know it's hard to manage everything and figure out all of the logistics of actually doing it, and it's freaking stressful as anything. But I am telling you, my heart was calling to British Columbia. So much so, and I'm so beyond thankful that I listened to that calling and I am where I am today. Not without a lot of struggle and continuing struggle, but we're here and we're freaking grateful. Anyways, we're making a big old Buddha bowl today, massaging up some kale, classic, lemon juice, salt. I added some red wine vinegar, I almost said white wine, along with some smoked tofu and some roasted peppers, some leftover black rice, chopping up some tomato and some cucumber, and our sauce today is some vegan mayo, lemon juice, hot paprika, onion powder, pepper, touch of salt, mixing that all together, and then plating up some fried up potatoes, onions, and garlic, and then drizzling our sauce on everything. Something I love about Buddha bowls is the fact that you can just throw all of the things that you have available to you in your fridge, make a delicious sauce, and that is a meal. Maybe you cook one element for it, but you could literally just scrummage up what you got available to you, and then there you go, a wonderful meal. On this night, me and Nat got all pretty, ate an apple on our way out, and then didn't get home until 11:30 at night.
Nice job. This is all I eat, popcorn. It is served. I don't need hot, guys. I have hot sauce.
I should be on a shirt.
If that's not already on a shirt, it needs to be. I don't need hot guys. I have hot sauce. I freaking love you, girl. I spent the night and made myself a delicious matcha in the morning with some agave syrup and some soy milk that I heated up on the stove. Enjoyed a minute of mountain views while sipping on this, and I just can't get enough of them. Made myself a big sandwich for breakfast, slicing up some smoked tofu, massaging up some kale with some lemon juice and some salt. Classic moment for me. I feel like I have to say this a million times in a video. Toasted up some bread, added vegan mayo to one side and some black olive tapenade on the other, along with some spicy mustard. Layered our smoked tofu on there, along with our kale, some fresh tomato, crack of black pepper, and some more vegan mayo because it's freaking delicious. And this is like a BLT moment, and it needs a crap ton of mayo. When I was a kid, I used to have mayo on the side of my plate that I would dip in, almost like it was ketchup or something. That's how much I loved mayonnaise when I was a kid. Funny fact about me.
This is such a ridiculous angle. This is how I eat my sandwiches, guys. This is actually really fucking good though. Really good.
And the rest of today consists of snacks. And you may judge me down in the comments, and you know what? I'm here for it, because I want to just be brave enough to publish the fact that my diet is not perfect. And I don't want it to be perfect, because I want to enjoy my life, and I want to have fun, and eat what I want. And yeah, so I had a delicious chocolate raspberry muffin at one coffee shop, then met up with some friends, got a vegan donut. It was phenomenal. Look at the inside of this freaking vegan donut. It's something that can't be passed up. Absolute beauty. Had some leftover roasted veggies, and then had to do some work. So I ordered a Caesar to assist me in that work, and yes, the last video that you may have watched from me could have been edited with a couple shots of vodka inside of me. But hey, it is what it is. And then after seeing a jillion people walking around with this absolutely fantastic ice cream, I had to get myself a cone.
So freaking good. Oh my god, why is this so good? Oh my god. It's made with real strawberries. Like actual real strawberries. Frozen strawberries. And they put it through this weird machine. And it's just delicious.
And is there anything better than eating delicious golden brown potato wedges after you eat ice cream on a summer's day? I dipped it in vegan aioli, I had some ketchup, freaking a dream come true. And that was my night. That was my evening. I then stayed up way too late to finish a video for you guys.
Ew.
I also woke up way too early to finish that video for you guys. I then slept until 1:30 in the afternoon. So hello, welcome to the middle/beginning of my day. I had to go over to my old place to sort some stuff out again. So I took advantage of the kitchen. Hey, can you blame me? Made myself an AG1 and a coffee. This is my go-to coffee order recently, an Americano with a good splash of soy milk or oat milk, or soy milk or oat milk, not almond milk. I was gonna say it as an option, but it's not an option. My old roommate gave me a chunk of melon, and then I made myself a smoothie. Classic, simple smoothie. 2 bananas. Yes, 2 bananas. You may have noticed that I've been doing this recently, and I'm telling you, it will change your life. Don't do the 1 banana bowl crap anymore, okay? 2 bananas in your smoothies. It's fantastic. It levels them up so much. I also added some adaptogen mushrooms to this one, some vegan protein powder from Sprout Living, blueberries, coconut yogurt, and it was fantastic. And now I'm making dinner at 10 o'clock at night because my day was just all messed up here. Starting off by frying up some tofu, adding a decent amount of onion powder to it, chili flakes, a lot of basil, a lot of oregano, stirring that up, warming up those spices, and then adding a big old drizzle of tahini, a few splashes, well, a lot of splashes, like probably a cup worth of veggie stock, chopping up a bunch of sun-dried tomatoes. I try my best to find the ones without any oil in them, but it's hard to find, so the one with oil is totally okay. Munched on some leftovers while everything was frying up, but I would highly suggest blending the tofu mixture in with the sun-dried tomatoes. So throwing everything into a blender, blending it up until a smooth, creamy, nice sauce with lots of sun-dried tomatoes. And then once that's done, adding the spinach and adding your noodles. I just was making dinner very late and didn't want to use the blender at 10:30 at night. Can you blame me? I was just trying to respect everyone's quiet time, you know? But yeah, I added a few splashes of pasta water to the mixture and then plated it all up. I always forget to add pasta water to my pasta sauces. It's just a bad habit that I have, but I try to remember. I always strain the pasta, and as soon as all of the water is down the drain, I'm like, oh no! But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and got some value out of it in some way or another. Thank you so much for being here, and if you could hit the like button and the subscribe button if you haven't already, it truly helps out my channel and I appreciate it. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your damn day, and I'm sending you so much love and light in this world. See you again so very soon. Mwah!